Hi, I'm Justin.
I'm Jenna.
I'm Louie.
And we're going to be talking about converting converting D&D 5e characters into Hero System. So I've had both of them come up with a few different characters using Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. And today we're going to go one by one and turn these into Hero System and show you how much how viable Hero System is for any character concept. So, who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I have two characters. We're gonna do Elistra McCalv first.
Okay.
She is a elf. She's a winter elf, wizard class 3. She's a sage or a researcher. Neutral good. What else do you need to know off the bat? Or you can ask me and then I answer.
That should be good. Let me create a file here for it. So what was her name?
Her name is Elistra.
How do you spell that?
Ellistra.
Okay.
And McCalv, which is Macalv.
Okay. So I'm going to paste over my template for Hero System characters. You can use an actual character sheet. I find that with how many online campaigns I seem to be doing, it tends to be easier for me to just use Google Docs. So we have Elistra.
Mm-hmm.
Elistra McCalv.
Yes.
And you are a winter elf wizard?
Yes.
Okay.
And sage. She's a researcher.
And a sage.
Background. Yeah.
So I'm going to start off, I'm going to put that under skills as scholar. This is a 3-point bonus. That means that any knowledges she takes are 1 point cheaper. This is a great way to save some points if you're playing a character that has a wide array of knowledges. There's a similar skill called Scientist if you have a lot of science skills, or Jack of all trades if you have a lot of professional skills. And I'll explain those as we go on. We're going to start her as a standard heroic character. And let me go over to the character creation basics portion. So we have the PDF of the Hero System book on our screens right now. And that is what I'm using in order to guide us through this. However, I'm running into technical issues because I'm unable to find the starting point values. So bear with me. I'm going to have to cut that part out.
That's the beauty of movie making. Cut anything out.
And then you can put a little thing of showing the character sheet and talking about it so they know exactly what you're talking about.
Wow.
Okay, so we're back, and I have found the character guidelines. So for a standard heroic character, that is 175 base points, and 50 of those need to come from complications. Disadvantages was the term used in the Hero System 5th edition revised. In 6th edition, it was renamed to complications. So, she has 175 points to spend. Now, these are points that get put into anything from characteristics, skills, powers, equipment, spells, what have you. However, because it is heroic, she does not have to pay for normal, non-magical, non-special equipment that can be bought with money. So, what is her strength?
Her strength is 10, so it's plus 0.
Okay.
That roll.
Now, in Hero System, everything starts out at a base value of 10. When it comes to converting from Dungeons & Dragons, for the first 1 through 20, they're pretty much equal as far as what that means narratively. Mechanically, there is a slight difference because in D&D you get a bonus for every 2 that you have above 10. However, for Hero System, you get a bonus for every 5. And at base value of 10, you don't have to pay anything for this, so she gets that for free. What is your dexterity?
16.
Alright. 16. Dexterity in Hero System, 6th edition, costs 2 points for every +1, so that costs her 12. Because it starts at base 10, we added 6. What's your constitution?
12.
12. And it works just the same. However, constitution is a 1 point for 1 point, so it only costs 2 points. What is her intelligence?
16.
16. She has an equal dexterity to her intelligence. Interesting. So her intelligence, being 16, only costs 6 points. And then ego would be similar to wisdom. So what is her wisdom?
14.
14. Alright. And that will cost 4 points. And what is her charisma?
Her charisma is 10.
10. So that would cost no points, and that would be equivalent to the characteristic of presence in Hero System. Presence is your ability to influence others and resist others influencing you. Alright, so now that we have those figured out, I'm going to explain the role. So, the roles for your characteristics are equal to 9 plus 1/5 of the characteristic. So for a strength of 10, that is 10 divided by 5 equals 2, plus 9 is 11. So you would result in an 11 minus. It's an 11 minus because you want to roll 3d6 and roll equal to or less than the number of the roll. For dexterity of 16, that would be a 12 minus. For a constitution of 12, it is an 11 minus. For an intelligence of 16, it is a 12 minus. Ego of 14 is also a 12 minus because it rounds up. And for a presence of 10, it is an 11 minus. We're going to hold off on the offensive and defensive combat values for now. We're going to give her standard physical defense and energy defense, which are a flat damage reduction to energy and physical damage respectively. Not respectively, I had that backwards. Stop that, reverse it.
Scratch that, reverse it.
Thank you, I got that wrong.
Fix it in post.
For speed, we'll put her at standard 2. And recovery, we'll stick with standard, which is 4. Endurance, standard 20. Stun, standard 20. And body, standard 10. Now, down to skills. We've already applied Scholar. But what are the skills that she has in D&D?
D&D format. So she has Arcana.
Arcana,
Obviously.
okay. So that would be in this, knowledge skill, arcane and magical lore.
She has History.
Okay, so that would be knowledge skill history.
Then she has Investigation.
Alright, that would be the equivalent of the Everman skill deduction. As well as concealment, because if you have concealment, that allows you to find things that are hidden as well as hide things.
She has Perception.
Okay, so we will give her a bonus to her perception. In Hero System 6th edition, perception is equal to your intelligence roll unless you have any other bonuses or minuses. So I'll make a note of that up here. We'll give her a perception +2, which I believe is 6 points. Let me double check. So I'm going to go to the powers section and go down to power descriptions, power examples, and go down to enhanced senses. This covers anything from being able to detect something unusual, like a metal detector, to night vision, being able to see through walls, anything of that sort. Now, for enhanced perception, it is a +1 perception rolls for all sense groups for 3 character points, +1 to one sense group for 2 points, and +1 to a single sense for 1 point. What that means is that if you want to just be a generally perceptive character, it costs 3 points. If you are really good with anything using your sight, that is 2 points. And if you are good at seeing things in the dark specifically with night vision, that would be a 1 point. So, after perception,
After perception, she's religion.
okay. So that would also be a knowledge skill. Knowledge skill, religion,
And then survival.
and survival. Now, in Hero System, you have to specify where your skill with survival comes from. So I'm going to go to the survival skill, which is on page 90, and that offers several environment groups. Now there's the Arctic subarctic group, which includes Arctic and subarctic coasts, plains, and forests. There is mountains. There are temperate and subtropical climates, which include coast, forest, and plains. Tropical climates, which include coasts, forests, and plains. And then you've got deserts, marine, which can mean marine surface or underwater, and then you have urban. So where is she good at surviving?
It's in the Arctic and subarctic. Oh, where would you place this? Because she technically lived up in the mountains, but it was a very cold Arctic terrain. So would you say that would be like?
I would buy that as both.
Okay.
So with the survival skill, it is 2 points for a category, and it is 1 character point for an additional category.
Okay.
But they share the same role.
Right.
So if we spend 3 points, we can add in Arctic and subarctic regions, as well as mountains.
Word.
And that costs you 3 points
Not bad.
and gives you a roll of your intelligence, which is a 12 minus.
Okay.
What else?
That's really all for her.
Okay, so those are the skills that we start out with. And then